Hey Bookies! Today we are going to go over some books that I recommend that you read in the winter. So let's get started. Now, not all of these, I think like maybe just 2 or 3 take place in the winter, but I'm going off of feels because I have realized I don't have a lot of books that are set in winter time. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so this is a ton of different genres. We're just going to go straight off feels alone, and I will mention the ones that are set in actual winter time. Alright, so the first one that I'm going to start off with are sci-fi-ish books. I'm obviously going to talk about the ones we were meant to find. The ones we're meant to find, I always get that title wrong, by Joan. This is a dual narrative between 2 sisters, one of them that wakes up on a mysterious island, and the other one that is a STEM prodigy. This one is a fantastic sibling story, but also, like, it'll make you cry. A lot of these, I'm just going to warn you ahead of time, they're going to make you cry, and that's the theme I'm going for in winter. Winter, let's shed your tears, and let's go to the new year a little less tearless. But definitely the ones that we're meant to find, not just because of the cover, but yeah, totally off the vibes, how like sad it is and everything like that. But also it's kind of like an inside joke for me. For the longest time, I thought this part was like fur-lined coats. It's waves. So is it really a winter read? Or is it really a summer read? I don't know. We're just going off vibes. Vibes tell me winter. I also have a good amount of sci-fi because this is usually the time of the year that I go through a lot of fantasy and sci-fi, such as Amid Stars and Darkness by Chani, Lynn, Feener. This one is a Prince and the Pauper style retelling. Earth Girl doing her Earth Girl number things gets abducted by aliens because they think that she is this princess that has went missing, so she has to pretend to be this princess until they can find the princess, and there's a love triangle. It's very entertaining. I've not yet read the other ones. I'm very excited to read them. I also have Brightly Burning by Alexa Doon. This is my first Alexa Doon book, and I absolutely loved it. And this one, it is a Jane Eyre retelling set in space where our main character is on this struggling spacecraft. All of these different countries, different billionaires, stuff like that, have evacuated Earth after a cataclysmic event that we are in reality surely heading for, but whatever. Anyways, our MC is on a ship that is not doing so great, and she is desperate to get off. When she answers an ad in a newspaper, basically, to join this other ship with this rich guy, she jumps at it, but when she gets there, she discovers that things are not exactly what is, you know, truthful, you know, whatever. Very well done. I loved it. Plenty of sci-fi vibes, and great Jane Eyre retelling. I'm also recommending Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. This one is an Anastasia retelling set in space. Our main it's told in like multiple POVs, but one of the characters is our Anastasia character, who is an outlaw and on the run, a con person, traveling with this gang of people. Very Six of Crows feeling set in space, so if you're wanting Six of Crows but set in space, Heart of Iron is going to hit it for you. And then the last one for my sci-fi recs for this winter video, it is The Infinity Courts by Akemi Bowman. This one is a marvelous book. In this one, our main character is going to the corner shop to get some alcohol for a party that she is invited to. You know, illegally. She's like a YA. She's like young adult, like 17, 18, something like that. But when she's there, the convenience store is held up by a robber, and when a little girl accidentally makes a sound and the gunman is a little bit too trigger happy, and he shoots towards the little girl, our main character puts herself between the little girl and the bullet dies, wakes up, and is in this afterlife area that is being controlled by an AI. It is a highly imaginative and very unique book. I have never read anything like this before, and I can't wait to read the next one. I also have a good set of fantasy books, such as Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. In this one, our main character is training to be a queen spy. That's all that she wants in life. And on this routine mission, she and her fellow teammates, I guess. One of them is her best friend on the team. They're like in like little team pods, whatever. They're attacked basically. And her best friend dies. In her grief, our main character accidentally brings her best friend back to life. She brings her back, like, it's, what? Like, she didn't know that she had that power. So the whole book in the series focuses on her figuring out why she has this power, what is happening, and what is going on between her and her best friend in the best friend's kind of afterlife, necromancy, stuff like that. And a little bit dark. This one is perfect for a little cozy, shut-in winter reading time. If you're looking for something that is a little bit more fun for fantasy reading for winter, Reverie by Ryan Sala is going to be it. In this one, our main character is found half dead by the police and with no memory. And as they're slowly, their memory is slowly coming back, they're visited by these three strangers that claim to be his friends, and that tell him about this fantastic world and all the magic that he has and stuff like that. And that there is still an evil afoot that he needs to defeat. This one is very fun read, a very fun fantasy read, and it was Ryan LaSala's first book, so if you're a fan of Ryan LaSala, this is going to be something that you're going to want to read. Now this one is a very sad fantasy book, but it focuses a lot on rebellion and stuff like that, so if you're into it, you're going to want to read The Storm Crow by Kalyn Josephson. This one, it kind of has like an Aragon vibe, but our main character is, I think, a princess of this kingdom, and they're living their best lives. And if you notice, like, the crows and everything, crows are kind of like dragons in this one. It's a little weird to explain, but it's really good in the book. I recommend just reading the book to find out, but basically replace dragons with crows, and this is what you got. Anyways, an invading kingdom comes. They kill a bunch of the townspeople. I think her sister or parents gets killed. I can't remember, something like that. And all of the crows get destroyed except for one that she finds, and it's up to her to save her kingdom and everything. It is so good. The sequel is so good as well, and I can't wait to reread this, actually. If you're looking for like a smash hit series that is fully complete, and something that is Beauty and the Beast vibes, A Curse of Dark and Lonely by Brigid, Kemmerer. This one is so good. Basically, it is a Beauty and the Beast. I keep wanting to say Sleeping Beauty. it's the thorns here. It always confuses me in my brain. But Beauty and the Beast vibes. Our main character is basically kidnapped from their world and taken to this fantasy world where they have been doing this for a couple of other Earth girls to try to get this prince out of, he's the beast character. Get him out of his beast form. He has like a month-ish every time to fall in love, get the girl to fall in love with him, etc., to save his kingdom. But when those 30 days have inevitably expired, he kills him. So then pops in our main character, and she is not impressed. She is way too sassy for this world, and that's what makes them a really great team. So I definitely recommend this series. Now this is my last fantasy rec, but I saved it for last because it is actually set in winter. It is Sophie and the Bone Song by Adrienne Tooley. Sapphic, winter vibes and winter setting. This one revolves around our main character, whose father is like this master bard, basically. In this world, bards are very highly respected, and this set of kingdoms has like 5 major people that are like the master bards, whatever. Anyways, her father is one, and she's been training under him, and she wants to take up his mantle, be the next one to continue the family legacy. But when he dies unexpectedly and leaves his lineage, his title, to this random girl who just randomly tried out the day before. Our main character is pissed. She is pissed. But she has to team up with this girl to go to the other kingdoms. She has to show her the ropes, and tell her what all to do and everything, all while scheming of how to get back her father's title and everything. Again, this is sapphic. This is a very well done story, and I absolutely loved it. Now, I only have one of these for thriller mystery recs, but if you're looking for something along those vibes for winter, The Silence of the Bones by June Her. This is a fantastic read. I absolutely loved it. Our main character, so she's kind of this police apprentice when she stumbles upon this murder investigation and offers to lend her help and teams up with this other police sergeant. They form a close bond and an allyship in order to figure out who is killing all of these women across the Josephson area. This is a very, very good mystery novel, and June Her writes a lot of historical fiction mystery thriller novels set in, old-timey Korean area. So if you're into that, if you want to expand your mystery thriller historical fiction area outside of the US and Greater Europe, this is going to be the first place to start. And then I also have a lot of contemporary recs. The first one I want to show off is Crushing by Sophie Burrows. This one is such a sweet little graphic memoir, told with no words absolutely, about these two people who slowly fall in love with each other. It is so sweet and perfect for Valentine's Day. I also have I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. I absolutely love this book, and I am not shy to tell anyone about it. This one is also now getting its very own movie, and I can't wait to see it. Basically, our main character, they come out as non-binary to their parents, and their parents kick them out. When they decide to live with their sister, they have to basically start all over at a new school and everything, and it is their journey in navigating that and falling in love. This is such a sweet, sweet book, and it's so good. Now this one, I'm going to recommend both of them, but only the second one kind of takes place in winter. Yeah, it does, in winter time. But it is Love from A to Z, and then the sequel, Love from Mecca to Medina. This one is a sweet book told in multi-POV. One of our main characters is a girl who, I think she is from... she is an American. She's an American Muslim, and she gets in trouble at school for, standing up for herself against an Islamophobic teacher, and is sent away on early spring break by her family to this area, I think, in Quadar? I'm not exactly sure. I know, hold on. I can't remember what the area was, but like somewhere over there. Anyways, so she's sent over there to stay with her aunt for an early spring break, and she happens to meet up with this group of friends, QN, the second main character of our book, who is a boy. He just dropped out of college. His mother is dead. She died of multiple sclerosis, and he is still dealing with the grief of that, also while maintaining the secret that he also has multiple sclerosis. He doesn't want to tell his father or his family because they just lost their mother, and it's him navigating, figuring out how to deal with all of that. They meet together, they fall in love. It's a cute little romance contemporary. But in the second one, they are back, and it is set in the winter time, but they are in the Middle Eastern area, so like there's not any like snow or anything like that, but it's still really sweet. The Chicago set areas are set in snow. And it's such a sweet book. I actually loved the second one way more than the first one, but both of them are fantastic. S.K. Ali does a fantastic job with this series. And the last book that I'm going to recommend for this video is Deep in Providence by Neilson. This was a fantastic book, but it will make you cry. It will make you sob. In this one, a group of friends, all who have POVs in this book, are faced with the aftermath of their friend's death. They are all grieving and everything. They deal with it all in different ways, but also one of them who was very, very close, there was a sapphic relationship between her and the deceased person. She decides that they need to put together their witch coven powers in order to bring back their friend from the dead. It's a very interesting read, and it didn't turn out how I expected it to, but it was still a very moving journey through grief. And yeah, that is everything that I'm recommending that you read for winter. If you have any recs, drop them down below, but thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye!